In the labyrinth of life, where chaos reigns and uncertainties lurk around every corner, there exists a beacon of serenity and strength. It's not found in the grand gestures or flamboyant displays, but in the silent mastery of the self. This mastery, dear seekers, is the essence of true attractiveness. Welcome to a journey of inner refinement, where Stoic principles illuminate the path to silent allure. Number 1. Cultivating inner tranquility. In the turbulent sea of existence, storms rage and waves crash against the fragile vessels of our souls. Yet amidst this tempest, there lies a sanctuary, a bastion of calm and resilience. This sanctuary is cultivated through the practice of inner tranquility, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics teach us that true peace does not come from external circumstances, but from within. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them, said the philosopher Epictetus. In embracing this truth, we find the power to silence the tumultuous voices of fear and desire that assail us. To cultivate inner tranquility, we must learn to observe our thoughts without judgment, to acknowledge them without being swept away by their currents. Through the practice of mindfulness and meditation, we forge a fortress of serenity within ourselves, impervious to the storms of life. Number 2. Embracing virtue as your true north. In a world that often values appearance over substance, the Stoics remind us of the enduring beauty of virtue. Virtue, they teach, is the highest good, the guiding star by which we navigate the treacherous waters of existence. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Virtue is nothing else than right reason." In embracing virtue as our true north, we align ourselves with the moral order of the cosmos. We become beacons of integrity and authenticity, drawing others to us like moths to a flame. To embrace virtue is to cultivate the cardinal virtues of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. It is to embody these virtues in our thoughts, words, and deeds, to strive relentlessly for excellence of character. Number 3. Practicing detachment from external outcomes. In our pursuit of silent allure, we must learn to detach ourselves from the fleeting pleasures and pains of the external world. The Stoics teach us that true freedom lies not in the pursuit of pleasure or the avoidance of pain, but in the acceptance of what is beyond our control. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In embracing this truth, we liberate ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances, finding solace in the inner citadel of our own minds. To practice detachment is to cultivate a state of inner equipoise, to remain unruffled in the face of adversity, and unmoved by the allure of success. It is to embrace the Stoic concept of the indifferent things, wealth, fame, and reputation, as mere externals, fleeting and ephemeral. Number 4. Harnessing the power of resilience. In the crucible of life, adversity is inevitable, yet it is not the blows we receive, but how we respond to them that defines us. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies not in the absence of suffering, but in the ability to endure it with grace and fortitude. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In embracing this truth, we harness the power of resilience, transforming adversity into opportunity and hardship into growth. To cultivate resilience is to cultivate the virtue of courage, to face life's challenges with steadfast resolve and unwavering determination. It is to embrace the Stoic concept of amor fati, the love of fate, and to greet each obstacle as a chance to exercise our inner strength. Number 5. Practicing gratitude in all things. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it is easy to lose sight of the blessings that surround us. Yet the Stoics remind us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the abundance of the heart. Gratitude, they teach, is the key that unlocks the hidden treasures of existence. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." In embracing this truth, we cultivate a spirit of gratitude for the simple pleasures of life, for the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of a starry night sky. To practice gratitude is to cultivate a mindset of abundance, to recognize the richness of our lives even in the midst of adversity. It is to greet each new day with a heart overflowing with thankfulness, knowing that every moment is a precious gift to be cherished. Number 6, honing the art of effective communication. In the tapestry of human interaction, communication is the thread that binds us together. Yet, all too often, our words fall short of their mark, lost in the cacophony of noise and distraction. The Stoics teach us that true eloquence lies not in the verbosity of speech, but in the clarity and conciseness of expression. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In embracing this truth, we hone the art of effective communication, learning to listen deeply and speak deliberately. To communicate effectively is to cultivate the virtue of temperance, to speak only when necessary, and to choose our words with care. It is to eschew gossip and idle chatter, preferring instead the wisdom of silence. Number 7, nurturing empathy and compassion. In a world marked by division and discord, empathy and compassion are the bridges that span the chasm of human suffering. The Stoics teach us that true strength is found not in domination or conquest, but in the capacity for empathy and understanding. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." In embracing this truth, we nurture empathy and compassion in our hearts, reaching out to others with kindness and generosity. To cultivate empathy is to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every human being, regardless of race, creed, or background. It is to walk a mile in another's shoes, to see the world through their eyes, and to offer a hand of friendship and support. Number 8, cultivating humility and modesty. In a culture that often celebrates arrogance and self-aggrandizement, humility and modesty are rare and precious virtues. The Stoics teach us that true greatness lies not in the accumulation of wealth or power, but in the quiet dignity of the soul. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." In embracing this truth, we cultivate humility and modesty in our hearts, recognizing our own limitations and acknowledging the contributions of others. To cultivate humility is to embrace the Stoic concept of the view from above, to recognize our own insignificance in the grand scheme of the cosmos. It is to eschew vanity and self-importance, preferring instead the quiet satisfaction of a life lived in service to others. Number 9, embracing the power of patience. In a world that moves at breakneck speed, patience is a rare and precious commodity. Yet the Stoics teach us that true mastery of the self requires the cultivation of patience and forbearance. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." In embracing this truth, we embrace the power of patience, knowing that all things come to those who wait. To cultivate patience is to cultivate the virtue of endurance, to endure with grace and fortitude the trials and tribulations of life. It is to recognize that true progress is measured not in days or weeks, but in years and decades, and to trust in the natural rhythms of the universe. Number 10, living in harmony with nature. In the modern world, we often find ourselves disconnected from the natural world, ensnared in the trappings of civilization. Yet the Stoics remind us that we are not separate from nature but integral parts of the cosmic tapestry. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything is interwoven and the web is holy." In embracing this truth, we seek to live in harmony with nature, aligning ourselves with the rhythms of the seasons and the cycles of life and death. To live in harmony with nature is to cultivate the virtue of simplicity, to embrace a life of frugality and moderation. It is to eschew the excesses of consumerism and materialism, finding joy and contentment in the simple pleasures of existence. Number 11, Cultivating resilient relationships. In the crucible of human relationships, conflicts and disagreements are inevitable. Yet, the Stoics teach us that true harmony is found not in the absence of conflict, but in the strength of our connections. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In embracing this truth, we cultivate resilient relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. To cultivate resilient relationships is to cultivate the virtue of forgiveness, to let go of grudges and resentments, and to embrace the healing power of reconciliation. It is to recognize that true intimacy is born not from perfection, but from the willingness to embrace our own vulnerabilities and imperfections. Number 12, embracing the transience of life. In the grand tapestry of existence, life is but a fleeting moment, a brief spark in the vast expanse of eternity. The Stoics teach us that true wisdom lies in embracing the transience of life, in cherishing each moment as if it were our last. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Life is long if you know how to use it." In embracing this truth, we embrace the impermanence of existence, knowing that every moment is precious and every breath a gift. To embrace the transience of life is to cultivate the virtue of acceptance, to surrender to the inevitability of change, and to find beauty in the fleeting moments of joy and sorrow. It is to live each day with purpose and intention, knowing that our time on this earth is limited, but our legacy enduring. In the quiet depths of the soul, where the light of reason shines brightest, there lies the secret to silent allure. It is not found in the clamor of the crowd or the glare of the spotlight, but in the silent mastery of the self. As we journey through the labyrinth of existence, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and cultivate the habits of silent attractiveness, inner tranquility, virtue, detachment, resilience, gratitude, effective communication, empathy, humility, patience, harmony with nature, resilient relationships, and acceptance of life's transience. In doing so, we unlock the hidden potential within ourselves and become beacons of light in a world shrouded in darkness. Let us strive, dear seekers, to be silently attractive in all that we do, for in the stillness of our souls lies the greatest power of all, the power to inspire and uplift others, to spread love and kindness, and to leave a lasting legacy of wisdom and virtue for generations to come. And now, my fellow travelers on the path of self-mastery, I urge you to take action. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our community of seekers dedicated to the pursuit of silent allure. Share your thoughts, insights, and experiences in the comments below, and together, let us continue to learn and grow on this journey of inner refinement. For in the union of our minds and hearts, we find strength, solace, and inspiration to live each day with purpose and intention. Thank you for joining us on this profound voyage of self-discovery.